Welcome, Notre Dame soccer fans, to campus, Peoria Notre Dame High School here, Sheridan Road, Peoria Notre Dame. Home field, I'm Rob Kenny here with John Donnelly, set to bring you a home game for the Lady Irish against the Lady Iron from Normal Community. A Big 12 conference matchup, John, a big one here early in the season. Irish sitting at 3-0 and the Lady Iron at 3-1.
Yeah, the top half of the conference here. I think Lady Iron in fourth right now. The Irish at the top, so
Yes,
should be a good matchup.
starting to sort themselves out here. Lady Iron coming in at 6-4-1, 3-1 in the conference. Irish 10-0 overall, 3-0 in the conference. For having 4 losses, Normal Community has and a draw in there. Have a tremendous positive goal difference. When they're winning, they are actually hammering their opponents. When they're losing, they're fairly tight games, it looks like here. So they're probably a little bit more dangerous than your normal team that's hovering just a game or two over 500.
Yeah, they've played some tough teams. Morton, Washington, some
Yeah.
opponents in common, but they've played a tough schedule so far.
Chatham Glenwood, I think, played. We both played them. I think a 3-0 win for the Irish and an 0-3 loss for them. The last 2 games were a 1-0 win at Richwoods and a tie versus Washington, 1-1. It's pretty impressive, tie in Washington. We saw them put up a good fight when they were here earlier in the season.
Very solid defensively, and I expect kind of something similar from Lady Iron as well. Like you said, they have not been giving up a lot of goals. In the games they've lost, they've been close games. I feel like I'm going to jinx this here, but it's supposed to be pretty windy today, and it kind of died down for a second. I'm sure it'll pick up as I say those words.
I'm sure it will. You weren't down there for the national anthem, but I'm not quite as blocked as much.
But, this community already play a long ball over the top there. Those are especially tricky on windy days up here just because you'll get a big bounce. It's just, wouldn't be surprised to see some balls like that on a night like tonight.
Yeah, the Irish give up a corner kick here. It'll be number 19, Emma Henry, taking it, looks like, for the Lady Iron. Resplendent in their crisp white uniforms. Coming right in front of the scoreboard here, down to the left. The Irish usually have about a 6 or 7 to 1 ratio when it comes to corner kicks. This is a good start for Normal Community. Nobody can get a first touch on it, though. Bounces 30 yards out. Yeah, I always wonder with windy days like this when the chances of there being 25, 30 mile an hour gusts. You want to keep, for a normal amount of play, you want to keep the ball on the ground because you just get more of a true path for the ball. But then every once in a while you want to throw one up in the air and let the keeper have to deal with the ball going through turbulence.
Yeah, I mean when you got the wind at your back and versus playing into the wind up here, it's two very different halves.
Yeah, it is absolutely a tale of two worlds. The Irish here with their first offensive break. Ball goes off a ricochet touch there from Hannah Daly. Goes to the keeper, and is Erica Ellison. Good first win there by Maddie Stuckelmeyer, number 7.
Nice job controlling the ball, too.
Yeah, actually earned a tackle, too. She tackled herself there. Filling up the stat sheet here early.
Can't start that early enough. Getting on the board.
Of course, being Maddie, she bounced right back up. Temperature not too bad out here right now. Sun's still adding a little warmth to the field, but very long shadows. And the sun won't be helping very much longer for heat or light.
So we got a back 4 for the Lady Iron here tonight. Should match up pretty well with the 4 attackers the Irish should send their way.
Stuckelmeyer chases it down, tries to get in across there, but it wanders over the touch line, or the end line. Goal kick for the Normal Community. The Irish currently ranked number 2 overall in Illinois, but number 1 in their class, 2A. Getting into the busy, meaty section of the conference season here. Now, a few non-conference games sprinkled in here, though, but
it'll start to come fast and furious. Richwoods next week will be one. It will be their next home game as far as conference.
Yeah, that'll be next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Reminder, it's tax day, everyone. Now would be a good time to start preparing your taxes if you haven't done them yet.
I'm going to see you later. It's been a great time here.
Oh, is it the 15th already? Ava followed there, trying to work her magic there on the left side of the box. Some good defense there, though. That was, see, that can't see quite see
Ari Hunt, I think a freshman maybe there.
Oh, number 20, Ari Hunt. Yeah, she did a great job there. You're taking, doing a 1v1 with Ava. That is not something many people come out on top of.
Yeah, she looked really strong there.
Yes, she did.
Yeah. Push her off the ball. Stay low. Nice job.
Yeah, Ava cracks off a left-footed shot right from the top of the box near the 90. And hits the support pole.
It's fun to see her take an attempt that quickly. Just kind of spun and fired.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, we've talked about this before. You love seeing that, especially early on, because then it starts putting thoughts in defenders' heads and the goalie.
Yeah, goalie was prepared for it, probably had it covered, but yeah, to me it's the defender because it means you just can't close out on her.
Yeah.
The same sort of quickness maybe you would have.
Yeah, opens up some space as well. So.
Good reactions here from Normal Community early. Spry to the ball there, and that was number 14 when the captain, Sarah Thompson, got on that deflection. That's number 18, Leighton Henry.
A couple balls over the top now from Community here.
It's a theory, not one that it's one I kind of actually like.
Yeah, why not test the defense early, kind of see?
See if you can't, take the midfield players out of it. See if they get a little antsy and lose their shape.
Nice job controlling the ball there from Hannah Daly.
Yeah, Abby Jadek here, a nice change in direction there from the center out to the left.
Switch fields.
And there's a little bit Shea Larson there, maybe caught on the ball a little long there.
I like the idea from Chaddock there. Also, I like the way she went in for the last goal kick. The ball with her head doesn't let the mask bother her. It was good to see her go in. I can't imagine her doing anything else. She's Notre Dame's got a number of pretty hard-nosed players, and she's one of them.
Yeah. A little surprise. I thought she might. I missed the last couple games. I was on a scouting trip overseas, looking at some of the European leagues. Turns out they don't play a lot of soccer inside of restaurants and bars, but I did see some on TV.
You can't know until you investigate. Like that's something that you just need to search out for yourself.
Good job, Alex Stuckerman. Not just booting that out and living to fight another day.
Nice job with that. Previously, that last time the Community had the ball on that end and found Hannah Daly there to kind of get a ball out. So
Irish earned the throw in.
Sophia Bradshaw on the right back taking that one.
Yeah, she was found herself centrally located, so she had to run there. It's a nice throw. Showing that athleticism from her mother's side of the family again. Nice to see. Riley Bear. I think that was a deflected cross in there. It was not supposed to be a shot.
Yeah, nice job up top there by Ellie Hatcher, sophomore for Community. Looks like nice job kind of holding the ball up and looking for some midfielders to come to the box. So keep an eye on that. She was out left. And sometimes you get that sole striker up top, they can kind of wander a little bit, cause problems, avoid those central defenders.
Oh, very nice job there by number 19, Emma Henry again. Yeah. Ava LaFollette was working right behind her.
That's what you like to see from the senior captain in the center there defensively.
Maddie Stuckermeyer fighting there. Eventually run off the ball by Sarah Thompson, number 14 again. Second time we've mentioned her name.
Yeah.
Ellie Hatcher there again, who you just mentioned. Turns, throws another long ball in. Nobody to run onto it this time, though.
Both fullbacks have done a nice job defensively. They've kind of, hung back a little, which makes sense early on when you're on the road against a tough team. Curious to see if they get in the tackle. They've done a really nice job defensively so far. Had the one dangerous shot so far kind of stamped off, but that's about all we've seen so far in this early stage of the game here.
Yeah, they're not overwhelmed by the task, so the ball's going to stay in.
Quite the English on that there.
That was a billiard shot.
I thought that was out for sure. Just had some spin on it.
Hannah Daly tracks us down. Get the ball out there to number 4, Bailey Leffler. Billy eventually gets a shot off, but blocked by the defense. Stays on the Irish feet, though.
Another time Irish done a nice job switching play here.
You see, Ava, yeah, just couldn't keep herself onside. You can see it. Yeah, she was goal side of the defender the whole time there. But you like it though. She saw what she's trying to do. Good job by the defense though, staying disciplined, holding their line.
Nice little diagonal ball there from Mary Stuckmeyer. So you like the idea? Just
yep. Beautiful idea. Just needed to be executed a little bit better, but give the defense credit too for recognizing it and not. When Ava's behind you, it's hard to stay in front. To not get back between her and the goal.
Very nice job holding the line there. Nice job there from Riley Bennett, who's been playing kind of centrally, cover on the left. I see that if your fullback, heads up, know that you've got some cover back there. So nice job.
Couple consecutive throw-ins here for the Lady Iron on the far side of the field. I think they're keeping it over there. That's where the sunshine is. Everybody's going to play in that right corner now for the next 15 minutes.
Yeah, I always appreciate when the ball's on the far side of the field, and it reminds me how I need to schedule an eye doctor appointment. It's nice, reassuring.
Just a rumor of a soccer game going on over there. See number 12, Emmy Wardle coming in for the Irish.
Looks like she's maybe moving kind of centrally there, and then Bennett will move out to the right, looks like.
Delaney Driscoll is going to be checking in too. A pair of fresh legs for the Irish. Fresh instructions from the coaching staff too about what they want to tweak out there.
Wardle wastes no time getting a touch on the ball.
Really nice ball on there by Ava Bruner, number 23. Love the idea and did it quickly too.
Nice job, Addison Bellamy, of kind of run community player off the ball there, so stays a goal kick. But that's a very nice, like you said, a very nice ball.
Allie Stuckemeyer gonna be responsible for the Irish goal kick. That comes in. Driscoll in for Hannah Daly. Not the last we'll see. The Irish rotate a good, about 16 players in normally.
That's incredibly helpful for a long season to have that. Just want to keep people fresh, and also in case of injury, it's nice to have that important game time.
I was gone. There was a rash of injuries out of the Morton game.
Yeah.
Most of them above the shoulders.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Yeah, we like to protect the brains of our youngsters.
Yeah, now for Uri, not that big a deal.
No, not that big a deal. Nice ball there.
Nice
good
ball.
Control
for
a good first touch by Stuckemeyer. Beautiful pass by Chaddock. Good job by the defender there, causing the ball to.
Nice block.
Yeah, causing the La Follette to actually have to let the ball run a little bit further than she wanted.
That was just 4 touches there that could have resulted in a goal from one end to the other. It was a really nice job.
Riley Bennett there, let out an ooh. She mishit the ball. I love that. Doesn't need criticism from the coaching staff. She's going to do it herself.
Got a change here for community. Got Kira Malone coming in, number 9, for her first appearance. Coming in for Ari Hunt, the freshman who's been at, right back, right midfield kind of, right wing.
Yeah, we saw her.
Did a nice job there.
Early, did a vital intervention on the Ava La Follette run earlier. Ava Bruner set to throw in here. Delaney Driscoll intercepts it. Nice give and go there between La Follette and Chaddock. Left-footed shot, covered well by the keeper. Beautifully done by both squads there.
A nice little triangle there too. Mays took making a nice run down the right to kind of open up that space in the middle too. Kind of made the defender make a choice. So nice run off the ball as well.
Erica Ellison with the fine stop there and did not give up a rebound either.
Yeah, nice job getting down and securing that, no problem. Made it look easy, and I think it was maybe a little trickier than she made it look. She did a nice job.
Certainly easier from up here than it was from down there. A little something here. Got about a 3-on-5, but this is number 16, Ellie McClellan. She is.
Riley Bennett with a nice job defensively there.
Riley dispossessed her, but remains a throw in for the Lady Iron. That ball took a hop off of something there.
Yeah.
That was a big hop for a
Yeah.
throw in.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ali Stuckmeyer, the coach is saying don't
Yeah.
let it bounce, but she was really caught in between there. You
Yeah,
didn't know where
yeah.
where the ball was gonna. She was not gonna be able to play with her feet no matter what she did.
Really nice ball from Stuckmeyer.
Oh, we got another offsides there by
Yeah.
La Follette. Stuckmeyer, another nice pass there. Chaddock in there too, played a pretty nice kind of dummy. Abigail could have played that ball, let it run past her.
Three of them have looked very dangerous so far. So just real close there to getting that breakthrough. A couple balls are just, instead just a little touch offsides there. And credit to the community back line for working together so well on that.
Yeah, they've done that several times here. Just about 15 minutes into this first half. Shade over 25 minutes left. One I would call about a pretty close to a 50-50 game so far. The Irish. So many more touches in the attacking zone. Oh,
nice touch.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, a couple shots, one on goal for the Irish. See, the Irish are playing pretty high. Just really doing a nice job compressing the field here. Not offering community the Lady Iron much of a way out right now.
Yeah, it's meaning they're not really able to utilize their midfield because midfield just sort of disappears when the accordion is scrunched in like this.
Nice job, Ali Stuckmeyer, kind of jumping on. We've only got really the one option up top right now for community. You've got number 11, Ellie Hancher, up there. She's got to do some work holding up the ball, but it looked like she did a nice job of it earlier. She kind of looked to the middle of the field at one point, so.
Maddie Stuckmeyer here. Most of the Irish, good things happening for the Irish are coming out of this right side.
Yeah.
There's Riley Bennett on the right side on defense. Stuckmeyer there in the either attacking midfield role or up top.
Get a couple substitutions for the Irish. You've got number 13, Sophia Russo, coming in. Her first appearance today.
Good things usually happen when Sophia pops into a game.
Yeah. That player's not afraid to shoot.
No, she's not coming in timid. Speaking of not being timid, Abigail Chaddock working. Irish first set piece.
She had a couple very dangerous touches in the box. That previous possession where she looked to the middle there could have been pretty dangerous. So, as always, she's a menace for the other team to have to deal with.
Ava La Follette will take it here from the right corner for the Irish. The Irish have almost everybody outside of the box can be making runs into the 18 and the 6. Ali Stuckmeyer right there. Oh, just a sort of defender didn't really know much about it. Fortunately, she was well placed. Her positioning was good.
Yeah.
But her head wasn't on a swivel. Ali Stuckmeyer put it right off of her shoulder blades.
Yeah. Nice job finding her at the far post there from Ava.
Ava gets to take a tour of the end line now. She runs from one corner to the other.
In mid-April, it's lovely down there.
That's lovely this time of year, absolutely. Right before the tourists arrive. So Ava, this will be an in-swinger here. The Irish pretty much doing the same thing here. Everybody outside the box except for one. And we find the same head, Ali Stuckmeyer's head. The ball is going to, ball just kind of bundled in there. The keeper just couldn't really navigate through the traffic of her own defenders.
Yeah, Ali Stuckmeyer did a nice job getting the ball in her head again, and Abigail Chaddock there to finish it off. Nice job of defender just knocking the ball down.
Yeah, beautifully done by Stuckmeyer being the first person to it. And beautifully done again by La Follette to put one right there. This goal comes at 22:39. I'm not even sure, actually, in all that action, who got it. Was it
Chaddock? I believe.
Okay.
It looked like from the celebrations of people congratulating her.
It looked like 16 to me, so.
I feel like with the numbers are a little smaller in these jerseys, but they put them inside the shamrock. But
yeah, they never ask us.
I've always liked neon numbers. Come on now, let's have them light up, but no. Tell me you can't put a battery pack on the players and just have.
That's the problem. Appreciate normal community. We're in white, black letters.
It's appreciated.
It is much appreciated as the years pass by.
Very nice job
Like a
from
broken down dam.
Follett and Stickmeyer working on both those corners and creating a couple opportunities leading to that goal.
Yeah, it was really two different headers by Stuckmeyer. The first one, she was definitely going for goal, trying to put it on frame and went off to finish. The second one, she was playing it back across.
Yeah.
And that turned out to be the more successful strategy.
Yeah. Very nice job. Love to see your central defenders also being that dangerous on the offensive end as well.
They get so frisky when they get to be up there. It's really their only planned offensive contributions of the night. Of course, Allie and everybody else, Emmy, are contributing all the time in many different ways. But when you get to run up there on a set piece.
Yeah. The only thing more exciting is when you see a goalie get a goal. I always one of my favorites.
And now, the way the Irish have played this season, really, all past seasons, this is where it's dangerous now for Normal Community here. They play really well in this first 15, 20 minutes or so, 18 minutes before the goal was scored. But just was sort of succumbing to the pressure, getting more and more compact, less and less touches in their offensive half. And now a second one, that is going to be just a little bit over. I'm going to say it was offsides, perhaps?
I think just she just played the ball.
Oh, no, there we go. Okay, I thought he pointed to a...
Yeah. I like the idea, pop one over the goalie there. It's always you take the touch around or do you go over the top, and so it was a good effort. Very nice ball.
Yeah. Good job by the keeper, though, Ellison, too. Making her make that decision.
Yeah.
Ava had to do it with that touch. It was not going to be a second one available, probably.
Yeah. But I feel like, it's a nice job Community's done, and I can see them, continue to play this way for the half here, but the ball, defensive line keeps getting higher and higher for Notre Dame, and the Community hasn't had a lot of outlets, save one striker up top, and it doesn't give you a lot of option. There's no really release valve for the pressure right now, unfortunately for them.
Yeah, and those early balls that were played over the top were played from the midfield here, and the midfield is just not getting really anything close to an offensive touch now. And Daly back into the game. Looks like
Bailey Leffler coming off.
Bailey Leffler, number 4, coming off. Bailey being a gadfly in the center of the field offensively there from her center mid position.
Yeah, nice job of being all over the place around the kind of the edge of the box there. Some nice touches as well. Now as things get more compressed too, that opens up Daly for some shooting as well, because she's inside half, so she's in range at this point.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, she's right between the circles where she prefers to shoot from. Well, at least where I prefer to see her shoot from. Sun has completely abandoned its ability to, or willingness at least, to light up the field. Lights will be coming on here shortly, assuming we paid the bill. It is tax day. Never know.
Fingers crossed.
Keep talking, girls.
Irish throw in front of the sparse student section over there. Those extra bleachers, all those bleachers for track. I turned the other way.
Yeah, I think they may moved some. The idea they were doing some work. I know there's some bleacher moving on going last week. I think the track team helped with that. So
this is also, I believe, prom week, is it not?
This past Saturday.
Peoria, Notre Dame? Oh, past Saturday was? Okay. That's always good to get that one out of the way.
Yep.
Never liked it as a teacher, never liked it as a coach. Love prom, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Love the kids
sure
having
you
fun,
cut quite a rug.
Well, I could never wear the dress I wanted, You never get by sister's specifications, so.
I danced my heart out in the basement at home. You should have seen it. Hopefully a good time at all. Yeah, that was this past Saturday.
All right, those distractions are always, teenagers, can't tell them not to be distracted by it.
Yeah.
But I know you talk to any coach, no, they're never happy when it's a special week at school.
Yeah.
Homecoming, whatever.
Yeah. We're leading into break this week, so we've got 2 more days left, and then start break on Friday with Good Friday. Then have the week after off school.
That's my schedule as well. Ball, inadvertent handball there.
Yeah, it's a
hand in a natural position there.
Yeah.
I think that was La Follette, who got it rocket from about 6 yards away. Nice punt by the keeper.
Yeah.
Better job by Riley Bennett there, though.
Really nice job.
Yeah, just
Showed
walled
the
off
ball.
her marker there. Oh, nice bit of skill there by Emmy Wardle. Didn't wait for the ball to come down, went and attacked it. Maddie Stickelmeyer.
I don't think that one's going to get out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they had enough on it. Oh,
What a
pass,
nice
touch.
finish by Chaddock. Beautiful pass. Simple pass, simple finish.
Really nice job of Stickelmeyer staying with that ball. I think she knew that it wasn't going to make it out. Unfortunately for Cooney's left back, thought it was going to kind of carry out and continue out. It did not. Again, just no surprise there. Stickelmeyer pursuing a ball, and then also no surprise Chaddock running hard to be in the right spot. So I feel like you don't have a lot of motivation out wide to make that run unless you know somebody's going to be there, and that's certainly the case with those two.
Great point, yeah. Somebody's going to be there to make the pass. Yeah, I think maybe the normal community defender tried to get a little bit too fancy maybe with, and she doesn't have any tricks that Maddie doesn't know.
Yeah, and I feel like the doctor's office roof would have been maybe a place to put that
Yeah,
one.
might have put one up there and let Leaf Filter take care of it.
Played it to Sheaf maybe, I don't know. Oh, really nice job by Delaney Driscoll keeping that ball in.
Good fight there between the Irish. Number 23, Ava Bruner, and number 6, Shay Larson, fighting about
I
it.
think Shay thought that was going the other way. It seemed
Yep.
like she was.
I guarantee the Irish bench, which had a best view of it, thought it was going the Irish way. It was
Tough when you don't get around on it there.
second corner in the game here by Norman Community from the same corner, the left one. Irish deal with it the same. Push it immediately about 40 yards off the goal line. A goal from Chaddock came at 16:21. Increased the Irish lead to 2-0. Comes just about 6 minutes exactly after that first goal. That's what we talked about. It's just the dangerous part against these Irish. You get that, you've expended a lot of energy in those first 15 minutes, and you're playing pretty much an equal game, and then boom, the Irish get a goal. And
Nice job of Check there, swinging through the ball. What a nice, that was such a well-timed run there. We saw a couple little runs earlier that were just a split second too early. That one was perfectly timed.
Perfectly timed and perfectly thwarted, though, by Ava Bruner there, number 23. She did a really good job.
Yeah, very nice job. Had to play that one perfect because it was a very dangerous spot right there.
Yeah, I find it a little hard to fathom this game ending without an Ava LaFollette goal there.
Yeah.
She's just making so many nice runs, and the Irish deliveries are really crisp tonight.
We'll find a lot of joy down that right side there.
Ellie McClellan, number 16, coming back in the game, replacing Campbell Damery. Goal kick here for the Lady Iron. Realistically in the conference, John, 2 wins isn't going to win you. The 2 losses, rather, are not going to win the conference title here.
Yeah.
One maybe, but a second loss here tonight.
Yeah.
So relegate the Iron to just about where they are right now, the 3rd or 4th place position.
Yeah, I figure with the loss to Weston, the Irish would be two of the teams that would be challenging for the title. You'd think.
And they wouldn't have the tiebreakers needed in case there was a weird result somewhere.
Community's missing one of their seniors. I forget her name. She's actually committed to Kentucky, I believe, a striker who I believe tore her ACL in the last game of the basketball season. So you hate to see it because
I remember her in basketball. Yeah, I can't remember the name.
Yeah, I saw she was one of the captains before the game. It looked like.
Yeah, she's playing in the ACC. Or in the SEC. You're doing your job, no matter what sport it is.
Yeah. So that makes a big difference because it's just from the top down. All of a sudden, you've got a incredibly talented striker. Then all of a sudden, the defense has always got their head on a swivel, and it makes a big difference there. So
absolutely, it does.
Yeah, I don't know if she'd have to sit out that first year, maybe redshirt or something, but wishing her the best of luck in recovery from that.
Absolutely are. She was a terrific basketball player as well. There's Ava LaFollette there trying to score from about 25 yards.
Or if sometimes she just flips a coin whether it's going to be right or left-footed, and just because
Yeah.
it's about an equal rocket off either foot there.
Yeah. Gotta be tough for the defender. Which way do you shade her?
Yeah.
Which way do you try to make her go?
Delaney Driscoll doing a nice job kind of shielding the defense and not just like breaking up play, but also kind of getting things going offensively. She's done a nice job tonight. On the end of a lot of the goal kicks and the punts from the goalie as well.
Yeah, she got a lot of Maddie Stickelmeyer in her. Just happens to play centrally instead of out wide. But just yeah, always pops up around the ball where you think to yourself, how many of there are there out there?
Yeah. Just at this point, it's just again, there's no real play like there's just not a lot. I guess you got 4 white shirts here, but it's just gonna be tough when you've only got 1 or 2 bodies forward to get much going.
Yeah, they're not going to have much success the way the Irish are compressing them. Building building an offensive, any offensive pressure. They're just not going to be able to pass their way through this Irish midfield.
Keep playing.
Good job by the keeper getting out there to make sure the ball goes out for goal kick.
Pretty close to we were looking to see if we're going to have an offsides there or not, but well timed.
Stickelmeyer, Maddie, and Leffler Bailey into the games. As we praise Delaney Driscoll, we managed to get her removed from the game. You're welcome, Delaney.
Get a breather there. She was doing a lot of work. Sophia Russo doing a lot of
Russo,
work on that far side as well.
Hannah Daly, good win there. That's a good job there, man. McClellan, 16, she's got the ball back now.
Nice job by Wardle getting over to the right to cover for Bennett, who'd gone up a little bit there. And both players in the center of the defense do such a nice job of covering for a fullback who's making the way forward. That'd be nice, knowing as fullback you can make that run, that you got some cover behind you.
Yeah, the Irish really are on a nice string back there.
I've been impressed with the communities on there. They generally a nice job too of their back four.
Ooh, it's dangerous. Oh, a great job by the keeper.
Way to come on, be aggressive, because I thought for sure that was a goal on the turn there.
That is 9 times out of 10 going to be a goal.
Yeah, what a nice save.
Give Erica Ellison a lot of credit there.
Yeah, great anticipation, great reaction. If she's a split second later of the ball, she's grabbing the ball at the back of the net.
With that save, it remains 2-0. The Irish up 2 goals. Abigail Chaddock brace so far. One off scramble after a corner kick, and the other one off a great hustle play and pass from Maddie Stickelmeyer. Came about 6 minutes apart in the middle of this half. A little surprised the lights aren't on?
Yeah.
Just joking when I said it was tax time and whether we had paid the bill, but.
Do your job, boy. Let's go.
And run over there with a couple of double A batteries, and see if we can help.
I think they actually take double G's.
Double G's.
Not an easy one to find.
I do not have those, no. They keep those under lock and key at Walmart, yeah. Ava LaFollette here with another corner. She put on a beautiful one that found the head of Allie Stickelmeyer last time from this corner. There you go with the lights. All we had to do was ask for them.
It's like magic. I just caution you to use your powers for good.
That's right.
I was talking to Mr. Cunningham about favorite Twilight Zone episodes. Talking about the one where the little boy can do that.
Subs coming in here. Number 6, Lauren Thomas. Back into the game, or into the game for the first time. Coming in for Kira Malone. Lady Iron, like the Lady Irish, playing lots of people, getting lots of people touches. It will always pays off later in the season.
Yeah, down the road, they got quite a few younger players for the Lady Iron. Got a
Yeah, not
handful,
many
4 or 5
seniors. I was
seniors,
looking
yeah.
at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the ones they have are playing.
Yeah. Oh, nice ball back there.
Yeah,
from
Shea
Ian.
Larson playing the
Oh.
part of Maddie Stickelmeyer there from the right side deep.
Yeah,
Threw in a pass just as good.
yeah. Like what Ava was trying to do there. They're back to the goal. It was a nice touch.
Yeah, just trying to redirect, use the power in the ball. This went a little bit awry.
Oh, nice idea.
Yeah, Ava's sort of expected goals right now would be pretty high, I think.
Well, the previous one, I thought, like I said,
Yeah.
when she turned it, I was mentally, it was 3-0 in my mind.
So was I. Oh, there it is. And that is
Fantastic.
exactly the same sort of reaction, yeah. But just
Yeah.
keeper did not have enough, nearly enough time though to react to it this time.
Yeah, well, such a nice ball there to her.
Come on, White. Let's respond now. Let's go.
And it was, it wasn't close enough for the keeper for her to really get out and
No.
force that touch and that decision.
Comes right at the 6-minute mark, 5:59 actually, giving the Irish 3-0 lead. Scoreline that I think favors the game, really.
Yeah.
I mean, the Irish have been, all credit to Normal Community for that first 15 minutes, but the Irish have been
Yeah, they're having.
really have their hands on the throttle this
Yeah.
entire game.
I don't think, Riley Barrett's had to do a whole lot back there. The most threatening moment was, ball that was kind of sliced
Yeah.
by a defender, honestly. I don't know.
Yeah, even the two corners never really, the ball never ended up going towards the goal mouth.
Yeah.
They all were immediately dealt with. And
Notre Dame's done a nice job of showing why communities try to keep it pretty compact because played some pretty dangerous diagonal balls. It does not take much space for Fall out there to put the ball in the back of the net, so it's understandable.
it certainly is. And the wind hasn't really been a factor.
Yeah.
And we're a little bit sheltered from the wind here, thank goodness. Our new Taj Mahal. But
I know when I said it earlier, nothing happened, but you're the one you made the lights come on.
I
so
made
I'm
the
a little
lights go on, yeah.
concerned.
Don't get me started on the sprinklers. That'd be good.
Like a snap song, you've got the power.
Good win there.
Yeah.
Took it tough, trying to shake it off. Doing it better than I would have.
Yeah.
No, it's a good job there by
Very
number
nice.
14, Sarah Thompson. Yeah.
And lovely touch there too from Joshi there.
Beautiful job, number 16 there, throwing in a Ellie McClellan.
Yeah.
The nicest offensive thrust since at first maybe 7-8 minutes of the game.
Yeah, it's a really nice run there.
Yeah, never threatened the Irish goal. Riley Bear had it covered there.
Yeah.
But might add a little momentum, a little
Yeah.
freshness to the legs of the community here on
Yeah, they've
under
done
4 minutes here. Yeah,
Nice job subbing too. So we talked before how exhausting it is to defend the whole time, but like I said, they've
It
done a nice
is.
job subbing, and so hopefully you do have some fresh legs for opportunities like that. Again, now just seeing community press forward a little bit and creating some space because it's been pretty locked down in the Notre Dame half of the field for, I'd say the last, that first 15 minutes or so, it was, like you said, I'd say about 50-50, but in the last 20 or so has
Yeah.
been very much Notre Dame on the attack.
Yeah, I've seen a little bit more of the midfield here in the last minute or so for touches and for the midfielders, where you can tell who the midfielders are. I guess I should say.
That's a
Instead
good
of,
touch. Leighton Henry with some nice control there and nice, again, calm. Just again, that's sometimes it sounds odd to say that's your best defense is
Yeah.
just possessing the ball a little bit and having the ball offensively.
Yeah, spreading out, making the Irish. There's Allison with another confident handling of the ball. Good win there by Chaddock. It just ricochets off the inside of her foot.
We gotta be fearless. Gotta go get it. Second round, let's go.
normal community coaching staff there. Matt Chapman, head coach. Yeah, one of his girls. The Irish have been winning almost every
Yeah.
50-50 ball, getting the
Yeah.
first touch for everything like
Yeah.
that. And he's gently reminding them, we got to be fearless and go get these balls.
Yeah, you put yourself in a hole right there right after the goal kick or the.
Yeah.
Offside, thank you.
Ooh, that's an off.
Let's go.
That's an offside. Shouldn't have happened there. There's no reason for that.
Again, nice job by the coordination there from community stepping up forward there right before the ball's played.
Yeah, Matty Stuckemeyer on play on the left side there. Received the pass from Chaddick. Under 2 minutes, about 1:40 to go here in this first half. The Irish up 3-0.
Fuller dropping a little deeper to find the ball and let some of the midfielders run past her and be a creator in that sense.
And there was Chaddick again getting first touch on that ball.
Let's go.
Yeah, sent some balls in. It's the Irish have kind of a blood in the water type thing. They've had some success with some balls in lately, so keep plugging away.
Far away. All right, now pitch this way.
Community in no hurry to take this goal kick here. Trying to bleed out this last minute or so.
Never mind.
A little unlucky there. That
Yeah.
ball would have rolled on, and
Yeah.
the order was there, but
Yeah,
number 5 might have had a chance to run onto it. And Rudy and Joshi.
very nice shot, Bailey Leffler getting back from defensive midfield position to get
Yeah.
all the way back.
Yeah.
Basically, he's becoming a de facto right back there all of a sudden. Really nice job. Great hustle.
Seeing the Irish here with 30 seconds to go. Get one last offensive push. Ball's going to roll out.
Not quite.
No, not quite. Ball does not want to get over the white line.
Your powers have waned.
They have.
Oh, what a nice ball. Oh, I thought she was going to grab that there.
I think she might have mistimed her slide there. But it's not going to matter. You can hear the countdown there by public address announcer Joe Mulcahy.
Dulcet tones.
Then he gets down to 0. The Irish will have a 3-0 lead going into halftime. And then the way this works is with 3-0 lead coming out of halftime, too. And we'll be back when that happens to bring you the second half of this game. We'll see you then, folks, in about 10 minutes of real time. Welcome back, Perry Notre Dame soccer fans, to Perry Notre Dame campus. I'm Rob Kenny here with John Downey. Set to bring you the second half of this Big 12 conference matchup between the Lady Iron, our visitors from Normal Community, and the Lady Irish, your home squad. Irish up 3-0.
Looks like something off the training ground right there. You had three receivers just streaking down the field off of the kickoff to start the second half there.
Trips wide.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, training camps have started. So, yeah. Nice. Irish up 3-0, as we said there. Goals at the 22 and a half minutes, 16 and a half minute, and 6 minute mark. First two by Abby Chaddock, and then Ava LaFollette. In the Irish, what I would say is a comfortable 3-0 lead, John.
Yeah, not a lot of, offensive threats from that first half. I mean, you can't expect them to count just like they have. Let's try the second half and being aggressive, trying to turn things around right from the start here.
Yeah. Speculative ball in there that Riley Bear deals with.
Yeah.
There were no runners going on to it, but appreciate the effort.
Yeah, Riley had a pretty quiet first half.
Yeah, make her make a touch here in the first minute. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I'm sure Riley appreciates it.
Yeah. It's a way to stay warm when it can feel cold.
Yeah, hey guys. What about me?
Get behind it, get behind it. Get behind it, quick, 10 yards.
Irish going to get a free kick out here just near. Oh, we got a little injury there. It looks like holding her right leg, lower leg. Stopping the clock here. Not much contact there, but it doesn't take much sometimes. You never know.
Yeah, defender kind of coming through there, maybe car with a cleat or something like that.
Yeah, get a little tweak here. I don't know that we see our physio out here. I don't think Noah is here today. Might have been posted someplace else.
Oh, here he is.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, quite a few games going this week.
Yeah,
for
he's a busy man sometimes like
yeah.
that. Safety first for everyone. It was just a common foul out there from our vantage point. Just a little push in the back while going for the ball.
Yeah. So hopefully, like I said, maybe just hopefully, you car with a cleat or something like that, which would be unpleasant, but still, it still looks like the defender's trying to just go through to get the ball there. And
Yeah, it comes just about 90 seconds into this first half. Irish squad has gathered up. Stickelmeyer, Maddie is getting up walking pretty good. Oh, now they're going to actually give her a little boost off there. Took a few steps, but decided maybe.
keep some weight off it there.
Yeah, we don't want to speculate. We're going to have number 13, Sophia Russo, is going to come in the game and occupy Maddie's spot over there on the right.
Huh.
Talk, White, talk right now. Go.
So we actually even switched up, send Shea Larson over to the right there, and have Russo be on the left here.
Maddie is as tough as they come, so every time you see her needing assistance off the pitch, it puts your antenna up a little bit.
Yeah, I would just as much expect to see her carrying Coach Bear as opposed to the other way around, because she's ferocious.
Coach Bear notorious for going down after soft contact. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. All right, on the restart here, the Irish will be remember the coaching staff going out onto the pitch to,
Get some ice maybe or something
yeah,
potentially.
I don't know what she's doing there to get it quicker though, instead of having to go all the way around here.
Yeah.
I like the fact that the referee's allowed to do that. That is
Yeah.
just common sense and human decency.
Crow flies is a much quicker way than trekking away around this field. So
I think she was walking actually, John. I don't think she was flying, but
it's faster than I can move. It's hard to anything looks fast in comparison. Okay, gonna get the restart here.
Okay, here we go. Now Stuckemeyer puts her boot right through that, lands it right at the top of the D.
Yeah, nice high line from community there. Not letting the Irish get in behind.
Sophia Russo into the game for Maddie Stuckemeyer. I thought that might have taken deflection. It's going to be a goal kick instead.
I think Russo seemed to think so as well.
Yeah.
Tied off the defender, it looked like.
Yeah, it kind of had that little sort of
English on it there, a little spin.
Yeah,
Which off his shin or something.
Usually means it's off the second foot.
Yeah. Oh, what a nice touch.
Oh, there's a great finish.
That is such a nice ball. And such a nice job of like waiting for that ball. It went right behind you like that to kind of wait for it. And just,
And Ava's second, matching Abigail Chaddock.
which is appropriate since she was the assist on that one.
And it comes just under 4 minutes, or 40, just under 4 minutes gone. You know what I meant, Peter,
Yeah,
right?
I understood. I knew what you meant.
That's glad somebody did. Irish now up 4-0. Much quicker start. Waited over 16 minutes to score the first goal of the first half. The second one comes much quicker. .37.5 minutes to go here. See how normal community responds. The coaches are just, I like their understanding of human nature, saying keep playing, keep playing. It's so hard, and not telling them, hey, we got this, we can get back to it, but just keep playing, Let's try to win the last, 35 minutes of this game.
Yeah, again, just being aggressive. Not expecting anything different because they've been playing hard. I mean, they've had a bunch of people in the game as well.
Yeah, you can see, they have a couple wins over the bottom of the conference too, but they also have a win over Richwoods.
Yeah.
And we've seen their quality out here on display for several minutes at a stretch, particularly that first 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's just tough once that first goal goes, and it's tough to you start coming on your shell a little bit or not, and they sort of kind of invited some pressure that rest of the first half, and it just got tough for them to find it out. Even now, like it's just not. You don't really have a place to where the ball can go as a release from the.
No, there are no safe havens out there with this Irish squad.
Yeah.
Everybody presses hard. Everybody's able to win the ball and then do something with it immediately.
Yeah, it's just there's just such a aggressiveness in the Irish. It's really fun to watch.
It is fun to watch. If you are rooting for the Irish or you're a neutral, not so fun to watch. You've traveled 45 minutes to get here.
Yeah.
Good job, Billy Stuckemeyer there, booting that one out.
I feel like, community's pressing, trying to get some numbers forward here, being aggressive. So it's good to see, like you said, just, what we heard from our coaches about them, encouraging them to just kind of keep playing hard, and they're certainly doing that.
Yeah, try to play the right way, try to, learn something from this game.
Mm-hmm. Like we said, they've got a young team, a lot of sophomores and juniors on the varsity here.
Actually, the kind of game, when I'm coaching sports, when you look to learn something about maybe some players that you don't normally pay attention to, what do you do? In adversity, what do you do?
Yeah, tough competition.
Yeah.
Like one of them, probably, presumably one of the tougher teams they'll see. They played Chatham, who's got a good squad. Like I said, they've played a good schedule.
Yeah,
Should explain.
We got a nice win over Bloomington Central Catholic actually as well. It's always, I don't realize that there's disparity there, but Bloomington Central Catholic probably 1A this year, and normal community definitely 3A in soccer.
Mm-hmm.
But they have some nice wins. They have a nice record. Yeah. Appreciate the way the coaching staff handles their business. Kids out there are disciplined, talking to each other, and
yeah, you can see now how hard they play.
Yeah,
with their well-coached squad. Like I said, they did a especially nice job that first 15 minutes. I'm telling you, that first goal goes, that's when it gets tough. But they've done a nice job tonight.
Yeah, it's a lot like that Washington game that we did
a
couple weeks ago earlier in the season here in Washington. Actually put in a half hour in it where it was 0-0 like that, and then the game came out to be. We got a little premature touch there by the. Can't keep a soccer player from putting her boot on the ball.
Yeah.
That's what that amounts to right there. was going out here. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
no reason for either coach or staff to
Yeah.
berate a ball person for something like that, and neither did. Gonna get an offsides here.
If your ball person's laying on top of the ball to
Yeah.
stop the game from continuing, then I think you got some figuring. So it's just I think that's an instinctive thing there from
Yes. We're not at Chelsea with
Swansea.
Jose Mourinho on the bench.
Oh, but you can't take the instinct out of a young soccer player. They're just we were just talking at half about what a great job the ball girls have done
They
tonight.
are, yeah.
They've been on it.
Their youngest, about the youngest ball crew I remember seeing here, and they're doing a
The
great
crack
job.
squad, yeah, they've done a nice job tonight.
Ellie Stickham, a very nice ball there. See if like Leffler and a run on it out there.
Or Larson, I think.
Larson
Looks
and
like
Shea,
Leffler's
okay,
located
yep.
a
Oh
little more
yeah,
centrally.
yeah, she's actually closer to me. I should have seen that there. That was number 6, not 4.
And then in those far sides, it gets feed the gloaming. It's
Well, the fact that we employ so many girls who are really fast,
makes it tricky.
it does.
Hard to see the numbers when they run so fast. And look at community's getting some numbers forward in the attack. I love to see that.
Yeah, I'd like to see that in an attempt to switch fields there. Get the Irish defense going back and forth, side to side. Irish deal with it, though.
Again, I think that'll only help. Again, just be on the ball a little bit, and just give your defense a time to get a little breather.
Oh, good job by Leffler there, applying pressure. Didn't technically win the ball, but she kept the
Forced a pass that was made before I think the community player wanted to make it.
Yeah, that was not something going to really show up in the high school stats.
Yeah, it's just like a hustle play. It's just fantastic.
Anytime you can keep your opponent from doing the first thing they want to do, it's a victory for you. And that's exactly what Bailey did there. Wayward pass there by the defender. Saw what she's trying to do. Didn't pick out her teammate, though.
Ball girls really let that one go this time.
Yeah, she did. She did let that one go. Fool me once.
Yeah.
And great throwing there by Addison Bellamy there.
Yeah.
Going to pick up 20 yards there on the defense having to kick it out. Being left one lets that one run.
Again, just being dogged in pursuit of the ball there, just like she was
Yep.
at the midfield a moment ago.
Throwing switches sides now here for the Lady Iron.
So we've got both fullbacks pressed up here.
Yeah, we stuck them in there. A couple touches running on to offense, though. The last one got away from her. Irish still have the ball in there attacking third.
Yeah. Nice speculative ball in there. Kind of on the edge of the box is deep enough the goalie's able to come out for it, but if that's a little shorter, then all of a sudden it's kind of a no man's land type situation.
Irish throw another one in there. Same quality. Just about 10 minutes going here in the second half. Irish up 4-0, 3-0 at halftime, and a very quick goal in the first 4 minutes by Ava LaFollette. Increase the Irish lead.
Nice touch by Sophia Bradshaw over there to kind of stop passenger play from community. So again, they're trying to get some numbers forward. Like I said, they're not just sitting back. They're looking to be aggressive and play the ball forward. A couple changes for the Irish.
Yeah, we're going to get Riley Bennett back into the game. Delaney Driscoll, coming back in too. See Hannah Daly and Addison Bellamy get a break. Another win. I don't know how many first balls Abigail Chaddock has won today.
Between her, I think every ball off a goal kick or a punt has found her or Delaney Driscoll. I don't know if they somehow know where the ball's going before it happens, or more likely they just want it more than anybody else. I mean, it's just they've done such a nice job of turning things right back into an attack.
Yeah, a lot of it is want to, and a lot of it is intelligence and knowing where it's going to be. Abby's won them with her feet, her head, chest, her thighs. Even scored with probably a shin. It looked like maybe bundling the ball in there.
Yeah. That's all it takes.
The Irish continuing to just apply this pressure, and their defensive line just creeps up
Yeah,
foot or two every couple minutes.
all of a sudden you've got half a field is about where everything's taking place.
Yeah.
Again, you know, I still say, like, I'm glad to see that when the community does make a little run, you've got both midfielders joining it. You've got 4 or 5 white shirts up there now.
No ball. A chance there. It was headed, but just went wide there. They made a good show over there, Normal Community. That was good. The Irish kind of, defense didn't switch off, but made a run there. Riley Bear couldn't get out to the ball. She was kind of caught in no person's land. Lady Iron got to it first, got a header on it, but could not direct it on frame. Going to be a goal kick for the Irish.
Yeah.
That was dangerous.
Yeah, it was good to see. Like I said, community is definitely still pressing. Like I said, they're still looking for goals themselves, and like I said, it's good to see. They've kind of, again, it makes things a little more difficult for the Irish when they do have to worry about getting back. And like we often talk about, that defensive line for the Irish keeps creeping up. Now maybe they'll have to sit back a little more.
And Hannah Daly back into the game, or Riley Bennett back into the game for the Irish. Letting them play there, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
Sophia Bradshaw.
Get a corner here for community.
It's going to be a corner here from the right side. Number 19, Emma Henry.
It's coming off community's, I think, best chance of the game. That header was in a dangerous space.
Looks like Addison Bellamy getting ready to check back into the game for the Irish.
That's a testament to both teams making them change community as well. Like that, they, as much as they've been running around, they've got some fresh legs.
Oh, Henry, nice one there. Just met by the forehead, but couldn't get it on frame. That was really nice.
Nice job finding at the far post there.
Yeah, you could have hung laundry on that. That did not have any bend in it at all.
No.
Bellamy back into the game.
For Bradshaw on the right there.
Yeah. Sophia there. She was one fighting in the box there.
It's a little lower strike.
Yeah.
The ball was moving.
It was. It was hopping. That first bounce went about 20 yards.
Yeah. A few different balls off the goal kick there. I guess in her toolkit there from Alex Tickelmeyer was nice.
Yeah.
Maybe caught some people with surprise there. It was a really nice ball.
Let's see if the Irish can work the ball back in their offensive half, where they have spent the vast majority of this game.
We need some numbers forward here for community. So again, just the game's a little more end-to-end than it was for basically the entire first half.
Yeah,
honestly.
well, a little more life in their legs. When we always talk about it's easier to expend energy on offense than it is defense. You can definitely find a second, third, fourth wind on offense more than you can on defense. Abigail Chaddock there, left foot, that was nice. Just release Sophia Russo. It's going to be just a great idea, just a little bit too central.
Yeah, nice cover there from Emma Henry. We've said her name quite a bit tonight. She's doing a nice job defensively.
Yeah, I assume those are sisters. The Henry sisters are quite talented. Suppose they could be sisters, or cousins rather. It could be a Stickelmeyer situation.
Yeah.
I'm saying they're sisters because they're 2 years apart.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's fair presumption.
Till I'm told otherwise.
Got
a premature throw there.
I'm not sure if we had a substitution, but everything
Yep,
looks pretty
there was
quiet
nobody here, yep.
quiet underneath us here.
Maybe wanted her to back up. I want to get in that extra yard in case she's going to throw it into the box. I just pop it back in there. That was, I don't know who that was, but
Stickelmeyer.
was that Stickelmeyer? Got a lot of oomph on a ball that she didn't even move her foot backwards.
Again, it was nice that
Oh.
just before the end line, which is, what led to a goal earlier. It's that touch,
Yep. That was Ava, yeah, LaFala there threw that cross in. That one just missed the head of, I think she's trying to get maybe Leffler. Somebody was just a little bit short of it. Yeah, I mean, yeah. She the ball was just overhead. You
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah,
see it and just
yeah.
kind of blundered into the defender there. Right
Yeah,
call.
just eyes on the ball there.
Yep. Yeah, she usually the person who's making the foul there is more in danger of getting hurt than
Yeah.
than the person who earns the foul. Good job chasing that ball down, though. Going to get a corner out of it.
Yeah, and again, it's good to hear the community coaches encouraging them to be aggressive, getting some numbers forward. So, it's not like they're into kind of a shell. They're just trying to minimize damage. They're trying to get a goal here, and they've
certainly
had their
are.
best chances here in the second half.
Emma Henry back to take her second corner of this half. Third or fourth corner of the game. This will be an in swinger, it looks like, from the far corner. Puts it up there, heads
Far post again.
towards the far post. The Irish get ahead on it, though, to get it out of the box. Going to be a throw in for the white.
Hey, talk to Sarah. Talk to Sarah. Hey, Recruiter, stay home. Sarah's up. Stay with
Chance
her,
to get the
Ava.
ball in here.
Stay with 18.
Nice job by Riley Bear there. Found her. You see, you put her hand out there, found
Found
her.
the near post,
Yeah, found her near post.
Yeah, Bruno, yeah.
Great job. And then I was afraid that ball was going to bounce in front of her into that
Yeah.
sort of death zone, that yard in front of you, but she came out and was aggressive to grab it.
Yeah.
Well done, though, by Normal Community there. Took
Yeah.
the throw in quick and basically got themselves basically another corner out of it.
Yeah, nice job swinging the ball in. A dangerous ball. Like I said, almost in that spot right in front of the goalie where the ball could bounce.
Hannah Daly into the game. Bailey left one going to take a rest.
And some shoes tied on each side there. Don't even trip over the laces. Good to see.
Yeah, good to see. I myself am moving into the Velcro stage of my shoe wearing career.
I'm not quite there. It took me a while to get into the shoe tying stage when I was young, so I want to take advantage of what I can. I had a late start.
Sure, you still got a lot of energy. Yeah, that's good.
A lot of Velcro early on, so I'm trying to wait before I get to my slip-ons and my Velcros if I could.
It's good to know. Now I'm into the loafer section of.
Another dangerous ball in the box here, potentially, and it is.
Yeah, just so much more energy here from the Lady Iron in this last 10 minutes or so, real time.
Yeah.
And basically, soccer in real time and game time are just about the same thing. But yeah, these last 10 minutes, more chatter.
Yeah, like I said, you can see it in the runs, like they're getting after the ball.
Yeah, there's far more people committing to the attack.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's really great to see because they're not being outclassed here. They're being outscored 4-0. They're not being outclassed by any stretch of the imagination. So it's nice to see them trying to stay on the front foot.
Yeah, a couple dangerous corners or free kicks as well this half. So it's been I'd say quite the improvement from the Lady Iron this half. They've looked dangerous at times.
I like the fact they're taking all these things quickly.
Mm-hmm.
That may have been a foul throw. Ava LaFala coming back deep from her offensive position there to get this started for the Irish. Chaddock now out here on the left. Abigail couldn't quite run it down. The Lady Iron are frisky on the counter.
Nice touch from Delaney Driscoll to redirect that, and Hannah Daly controls it. Nice job.
Yeah, typical Delaney Driscoll there, right in the middle of the attack and making it go the other way.
Curious to see if Notre Dame can just kind of slow things down here a little bit. The Lady Iron have expended a lot of energy these last 10 minutes and slow down so maybe kind of pick their spots a little bit.
Yeah, they Normal Community has been dictating the tempo these last 10 minutes. You're definitely right about that. Just at the halfway mark here, 20 minutes to go. Irish still up 4-0. 3 goals in the first half, 1 here quickly in the second half, and now kind of stasis since then. Just a little bit of heavy first touch there by number 5. She had the right idea, and then that's Drudy Joshi. Shay Larson into the game.
Bailey Leffler as well, come back in.
Bailey into the game. Chaddock and Russo taking well-deserved rests.
Oh, really nice touch.
Yeah.
Really nice ball from Bailey Leffler there. Ooh.
Yeah, you put your Keeper did a good job of just getting a touch on it. Jay Larson.
Thought she was going to pull the trigger there.
Yeah, I did too. I think she actually tried to. She just didn't get the contact she wanted. LaFollette and Ellefson, keeper, had a collision there.
Yeah, hopefully everything's okay there.
Yep.
In fact, it's not often you see the
See a collision with the keeper, and they don't
yeah, one way or the other.
blow a whistle there somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, that will probably be one though. Yeah, I feel like it's atypical when you see you figure one way or the other when there's contact like that. But
Well, neither pulled out of the challenge though, and you would not expect either to.
yeah, no. Have the ball a little bit mishit there for the defender and put it in.
That'll make your goalie's eyes get wide.
Yeah. A nice job getting out. And she's done
Yes,
a
she
number
did.
of times today.
Yeah, she's a terrific keeper. There's no doubt about it. She's not responsible. Didn't make a mistake on any of these goals here. Allie stuck them right in there. A little too direct on that corner kick there. I'm sure she was probably meant that one to start a little bit further to the top of the box.
Some nice work there in midfield.
Get a foul on Stickelmeyer there. That was Juicy, number 5, who stayed into the challenge.
A nice job, Stookmeyer getting forward there. Cutting off attack.
Yeah. Just a coming together of boots.
A nice ball there.
It was very nice there.
Some really nice dead ball play from community this half. Like they've put some dangerous balls in off restarts.
Yeah,
Maybe
well,
corner or free kick or
Emma Henry. She's obviously their set piece
specialist.
taker. Yeah, and she is
Sorry,
showing why.
I was looking for the alliteration there.
Set piece special. That was good. Yeah, SP. Still on the attack here, Lady Iron. Gonna earn them. Nope, ball stays in. Nope, gonna be a corner.
It's been saying Joshi's name a few times this half. She's done a nice job doing the center of a lot of what community's done this half.
Yeah, well, she's quick. You can see that.
Manny, tell Druthy to drop back a spot.
We got Lady Iron down right in the middle circle.
Does that make sense?
Ponytail's in the way there. I don't know
It's
if
like
that's
Leighton Henry maybe.
is that number 18?
18, I think,
Leighton
there.
Henry, yeah.
Sir, I'm subbing for that player. Sir,
She's down now. I wonder why Emma Henry wasn't running over to take the corner quickly like that. It's because
Yeah.
she's over her sister.
Or cousin.
Or cousin. Her
Kin,
kin.
we'll presume.
Yeah,
I don't get to use the
Family.
word kin often enough, so I might as well.
that's right. Nope, not since the Waltons went off the air. She is walking with a little bit of a limp, but she is walking. Excuse me. Hope to see her back on the pitch as soon as possible.
She's done a really nice job tonight.
Yeah, I think it is number 3 maybe into the game for her.
Hopefully
Let's
just
see
like
who came
hopefully
in.
just a muscle like Charlie Horse or something like that. Hopefully someone she can maybe get back here.
Now Emma Henry is over the corner kick from the deep left. She throws in another nice one. Oh, they get their head on it. Just ball's bouncing around. Just couldn't get it on frame.
Another chance here.
Riley. Ball won't go in, it goes out. Riley Bear had a terrific first touch, and they
Wow.
keep that first one out.
I don't know how Lady Iron didn't score there. Really nice job.
Yeah.
They're,
The
knocked that ball away. 'cause it was in a
crossbar
very
got in the
dangerous
way
spot.
once.
Yeah.
And then
okay, thank you.
gravity got it.
Yeah.
Well
that was,
done, though. Boy, you're right. There's Emma
crucial
Henry
touch.
throwing those
Yeah.
set pieces in there.
Get that
She's
second bite at the
terrific.
apple. I mean, the first one was great too, and then head back across the goal there. Like just, Lady Iron looked very dangerous off those
Yeah,
corners.
that game was just a little more than 16 minutes left here in this second half. That certainly would have energized the Lady Iron. It may
Yeah.
still energize them.
Yeah. Follett did a nice job holding up the ball there and
Yep.
drawing a foul.
She did draw it. Invited contact went
Yeah.
down.
Some might disagree, and some are disagreeing from what I can hear. To
Some are
to our left.
disagreeing down to our left. People wearing orange and black. Now we stick our irons over this. This is dead centrally
yeah.
located like that. She's going to throw it in there. Ooh,
It'll be tricky when the ball is just like
Yeah.
kind of centrally located there.
yeah. Good job by the defender. She got her head on it. Directed it probably a little bit closer to her right post, and the
Yeah.
goalie would have liked it, but
Yeah.
a couple yards. Askance.
Ooh, Askance.
Askance, another
Ooh.
good one, yeah. You don't hear that one on the Waltons, let me tell you that.
Got a sub here. We got Chaddock coming back in for Driscoll. Irish corner here.
Yeah, it looks like it's Ava LaFollette over it again. Throws it to the back post. Yeah, we're going to get a little pushing in there. That's called. Nobody was bothering the goalie, so it was a hand fighting between two field players.
We talked about the first 10 minutes being 50-50. I feel like we've been about that here. I mean, Notre Dame got the goal to start the half, but that last corner and ball back in from Lady Iron were, really, I don't know how the ball didn't go in there. It was a really nice job by Riley Bear, and then fortunate, a little help from the crossbar there.
Yeah, it's been a great response from it, and it's not a response you usually see in high school. Down 3-0 at half, come up, you give up a goal really quickly like that. Usually that's a deflating experience like that.
Yeah.
It did not deflate these Lady Iron. It really, they found reserves of energy that you just don't normally see in this situation, in this score line. On the road, a little chilly out there now.
Yeah, I feel like when you see that goal right at the start of the half going, and then you're waiting for the 5th and 6th to come. That has not been the case at all.
Yeah, you're looking to the bench to see if coach is going to put in some of the deeper reserves to get them time, and there's been none of that here from the Lady Iron. There, the Irish reciprocate with a sort of not lazy, but a less than
slightly mishit there, but she did a nice job recovering and shielding the.
Yeah, it wasn't lazy. Was not the word that should have popped in my mind. It was just not hit with a force that she meant to.
Leaning back there a little bit maybe, but like I said, anytime you make a mistake and you recover like that, and it's always coaches love to see that. It's not sometimes like physical mistakes are going to happen. It's how you respond to that. So very nice job.
Yep, she did not hang her. She got on her horse right away, and fortunately there was only one white jersey around.
Ooh,
there's a shot. Boy.
That was seeking out that upper left corner there.
I love that.
Yeah.
From 25 to 30 yards. Yeah, right-footed, left-footed. Doesn't matter. Ava's just going to let it fly.
Yeah.
Wings, central. Doesn't matter.
A couple substitutions here for Lady Iron, including, it looks like, Lane Henry come back in. Great to see after she came off with hopefully, like that was just maybe a Charlie horse, something, got a knee knock or something like that. So great to see her back in action.
Going to give the Irish a free kick right outside the box.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah, that's wasted up. I can see what they're trying to do, but.
Yeah, that was, I think Chatham did that down in the game at Chatham. I think the Riley to make a nice save because they took a really quick free kick in a kind of spot. They were a little more centrally located, but
certainly something obviously from the training ground.
Yeah,
Irish worked in that. It was not just Hannah Daly going rogue right there, but really did not bother the other than the surprise element of it. It didn't bother the keeper.
Yeah, definitely not set anything up in response to that free kick there.
More than a few more wins on 50-50 balls this second half. For you just saw one there. That was number 15, Emmanuelle Nelson. She's won a couple here.
Yeah,
she was the one who pounced on that mishit pass there just a few minutes ago near the top of the B. She was the one who was Johnny on the spot.
Yeah, no, it's been a very impressive performance from Lady Iron this half. So it can be challenging to kind of open up things against the Irish, but like I said, it should prove very effective the second half. And obviously, when you're up 4 goals, maybe you aren't pressing offensively as much as you might.
Irish don't usually switch off when that happens, but kind of been not switched off, but kind of been forced to use some of their other skills here.
Yeah.
Oh, Alex Stickman just couldn't get on top of that one. Just flew over.
Hannah sends a nice ball back in. I think a foul on Larson there.
Just getting down to the 10-minute mark. 4-0 Irish still, but not necessarily on the back foot, but these are both fighters are off, or not both fighters.
Off the
Normal
mat,
community
yeah.
is off the ropes, and they're
Yeah.
back in the middle of the ring here, and they're trading blows with the Irish here.
Yeah, it's been a much more even half. I've seen them, really up and down game this half. Whereas
Yeah.
like the first half was pretty much locked in one half of the field.
Yeah, this the way they've played this half, they're going to beat a lot of teams from
Yeah,
here on out.
absolutely.
If this is, if they found something here tonight, if this is it, and they've come out of this game with no injuries, they're going to be dangerous. I don't expect them to drop much below or anywhere below that 4th place spot they have right now.
Yeah. Sophia Russo back in for the Lady Irish here.
Nice throw in deep, making a nice run. Both girls in white and blue go down. Going to roll out to be a goal kick for the Irish. Referee just going to have a chat with both.
Yes. Alice took one over there.
Yeah,
maybe?
Ellie's took one over there. I can't really see who's.
Just kind of shielding her off the ball.
Yeah.
So you get, in fact, that's one of the more normal spots where you see some contact.
Yeah.
As the defender's trying to shield a player as
Yeah.
the ball's about to go over the end line.
Don't believe there's much in it for me. The girl, it may be an accumulation thing where he's like,
Yeah.
this is the 3rd time you guys have had this sort of clash, but I don't think there's anything in it. I think both girls acknowledge each other and going about their business. Nice ball there from Leffler, releasing. Shea Larson down the right side. Well dealt with, though, by the Lady Iron.
Yeah. So I'd like to see maybe things slow down a little more. Like I said, with the lead the Irish have, maybe just kind of hold the ball a little bit, and make something happen, but like in a more calm, controlled manner. Because like I said, it's been a lot more up and down, a little more frantic this half.
Yeah. Yeah, the tempo has definitely helped normal community, I think.
Yeah.
I think they're certainly a little more comfortable, obviously, playing that way than it is stuffed into their defensive third.
Yeah. Some space can do some things.
Yeah. They're certainly finding passes here in the second half that weren't there in the first half.
Yeah.
7.5 minutes to go.
Ooh, that's gonna be a tricky spot.
Yeah, keeper. Did one of some of the hardest things for a keeper to do, especially at this level. She changed her mind
Yeah.
twice there.
Yeah.
Came out to get it, stopped, and then came back out and get it.
Usually the hesitation
Yeah.
is here, but then
It's
to recover the
usually
way she did.
deadly. Yeah,
Yeah.
she did. I'm really impressed with her. That's Erica Ellefson.
She's had one of the better saves I've seen against the Irish this year. That early
Yeah.
attempt from a fault there.
Yeah, she's impressive. Punting the ball. Controls her area very nicely.
I like the ball there from Daly, keeping the ball on the deck. Like I said, a lot of times people are going to put that ball up in the air, but keeping the ball on the ground, you maybe get somebody with a little cut back there. So it was a really nice ball. And the second one there, too.
Yeah, LaFollette there is free and clear. Hits it from just about 15 yards out. Centrally located, uses that wonderful left foot, puts it into the left side of the netting.
Such a nice job letting the ball run and just like a perfect shot. Let the
Calmness.
ball on the left side there, like just really, really pretty there.
Calmness about her, about all the Irish. That gives the Irish 5-0 and gives Ava LaFollette a hat trick.
Yeah.
That comes at the 6:21 mark here of the second half.
Sweet. And then a couple substitutions for the Irish in that 5th goal. Follett comes out with the hat trick. So we got Ruiz entering. I think she was in for a bit in the first half there, so maybe her second appearance. And then let's see.
And Elise Ruiz, a marksman.
Yeah, then Rachel Horse there coming out left back.
Yeah, Rachel. The name very familiar to Irish soccer fans, volleyball fans. Sister Jenna. Assuming it's her sister. I'm giving everybody, I'm just family treeing it
Ev-
all over
ev-
the place here.
Everyone's sisters tonight, you know. Well, I mean, when you're related to some of the people you're calling the game with, I just think you make the presumption
right,
everyone's
yeah.
related. It's just
Related
how
to
it
that.
works. That's
Yeah,
just been generally our life experience. So
It has
why
been,
not?
yeah.
Why isn't it everybody's?
Both girls have seen varsity action before, though, so they are absolutely right. Oh, quick reaction. A little bit of a bobble there. Tough ball to handle, though, coming in just about a 45-degree angle,
Yeah.
burning away from her.
Being she had the space to do that though. So
Yeah.
if you're gonna have a bobble, that's the perfect time to do
Yeah,
it. There's
and
no
she
one around
had
you.
the two nearest players were wearing her uniform, too, so nice to see.
Oh, nice
Oh,
ball.
beautiful ball by Chaddock there. Leffler can't get to it, though, before Ellefson. Really brave. Really good job there reading that play. Under 5 minutes to go.
Nice job with Leffler too, going in pretty
Yeah.
bravely as well for the ball there. But love the way that Chaddock looked right, looked left, and kind of picked out the ball she wanted there. It's generally something you don't want to recommend to the Lady Irish opponents is to give her time on the ball.
Yeah, don't let her look in all compass directions. Really not a good idea there.
Really nice throw from Horse there.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Rachel also a candidate to show up as a goalkeeper.
Ooh.
Thought that might have been a clash of heads.
I think it was back, fortunately, because
Yeah.
you always get nervous when you see heads clash there. But I think it was just more into Daly's back there. So fortunately, but that's that. It's easy to have kind of heads knocked together in a ball of that height. Another ball coming in centrally, which was a bit of a tricky one last time.
Yeah, well, she can drive it. Puts a little bit more air under this one. Abigail Chaddock gets her head on it, of course.
Oh, Hannah
Keeper,
plays it.
it's a handball on the, absolutely. That's a yellow card.
I think it was intentional.
That's it. His hand was not in a natural position. Going to be a drop ball here.
Yeah, Hannah just wants somebody to shoot, and I mean the referee seemed like he wanted it. I could see it in his eyes.
They called for it, yeah. It was a great ball back, cut back pass. Irish going to get an offsides.
Yeah, you feel like usually when someone's that far ahead of the defense, you kind of figure that. We've seen a couple times tonight where community's done a nice job of timing that up defensively with their back four.
Yeah, they've caught the Irish offside. And that's the first one in quite some time, but
Yeah.
probably about a half dozen times tonight.
Yeah, first couple were a follow, and then she, was right on after that. But
Yeah, she
there was
managed
a
to
few
fix that to the tune of a hat trick.
Yeah.
Managed to find the right spot to
Yeah.
start her runs. Delaney Driscoll back in the game here. We got some new players showing up here for Normal Community. With 13, number 6, there's Lauren Thomas. That's 6. 13 is Arti Saez Gricho. I have no idea if I got that. There's an X that shows up in that last name like that. That's Carbadowala
Number 10.
is in. Yeah, number 10.
And number 22, Barland. I think all making maybe their first appearances
Yeah.
are here tonight.
I know 3 of those names I've not said before because I would have butchered. It's the first time I butchered them tonight, and this would have been at least the second time. Good to see them getting playing time here, though.
Yeah.
Make the long bus ride. Might as well get out there and
Yeah, gone in. Nice place to play, night game. It's a
Yeah.
good environment.
make your mom have to wash your jersey. Your nice crisp white jersey.
Get a dive or two in to really make sure.
Yeah, make it look like you. Yeah.
It's like I've done that before or something like that, you'd swear. Nice job by Bellamy cutting out that ball. Still nice. She doesn't have to get forward too much for the attack to be pretty potent, but, she's always got that interlocker if she needs to.
Yeah, she's got a lot of tools in her toolbox. She doesn't show them all at once because none of them are flashy, but boy, she effective.
And she hasn't had to. I mean, the Irish
Yeah.
have done such a nice job down the right side tonight, especially in that first half. They were finding a lot of success attacking down that right side, and she didn't need to join the attack and just kind of make sure things stayed calm with the back.
Yeah, provide nice cover, though, for our defenders on the right side. We have a few overlapping runs. Probably going to get an offsides here. Yeah.
I feel like it's a few times, too, we've had some left backs moving forward, and then, the the left central back's been able to cover that left side because Bellamy stayed home on the right side. A bit of a dip there. Oh,
Oh, good job by
Nice touch.
Rachel Horst there. Yeah, just. I love that. Sometimes just the toe poke is enough to change the momentum of a play.
and play off the tacker, and then so we've seen what she can do throwing the ball.
That's her second nice throw.
Yeah. Oh, a nice touch.
There's Delaney Driscoll against Sophia Russo. Lucky number 13 running into it here on the
Get
left
back to
side.
her.
She's on her own.
Ooh.
Ooh, we can see what she's trying to do.
Yeah.
Like a
Looking to get back to Driscoll, who was
yes.
charging forward there.
Yeah, naked square pass right at the top of the D to Delaney.
Yeah. Nice
30
idea.
seconds to go here. Let's see if Horst can get this one into the box.
I wouldn't be surprised after those last couple throws. Oh,
Oh,
nice.
finds its way to Delaney Driscoll at the top of the D now here. Just sort of naturally, Delaney fires off a left-footed shot. Going to curl harmlessly wide. That'll be probably the last Irish attack of the game. Normal community, no need to rush this. So when the horn blows, he will be a 5-0 Irish victor here. Move to 4-0 in the conference. Drop normal community to 3-2. Irish 11-0 overall.
This is their favorite scoreline, it does seem.
5-0, yeah, that shows up a lot here. Play a couple away games before we're back here tomorrow at this time, 7 o'clock on the 22nd for our next broadcast. I'd like to thank the entire Bradshaw family for playing and being camera people and the director and everything here. It's all Bradshaw all the time here and our YouTube broadcast tonight. I'd like to thank you for joining us. Hopefully you'll be back for our next broadcast next week. For my partner, John Donnelly, I'm Ron Kenny. Signing off. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.